a beautiful lady and went.
Okay.
Putana turned into a beautiful lady, and then Mother Yashoda let her inside to look at Krishna. And even when he plays his flute, all the gopis will come. And he was like newborn. All gopis will come.
Wonderful. Because just to look at his beautiful face, beautiful features, all of them, they come and visit him, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Wonderful. Thank you, dear. Prasanna, I'm seeing you for the first time. I saw you yesterday too in the Bhagavad Gita class. Are you new?
Mataji, I just like.
She's Kartika Mataji.
Oh, Kartika. Sorry.
Yes,
I
yes.
just went with the name.
She's my sister.
Got it.
She's my sister. She's my sister. She knows me, Mataji.
Yeah. I saw you the other class. Got it. Kartika. Now I remember. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you. How about others? Anybody else wants to share their realizations on the past times?
Mataji, sorry Mataji, I joined a bit late.
No problem. We've just started with our session and we are going through the story time here on the past times. Kartika just illustrated some stories. Anybody else have to share anything? Or can we?
Can I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, I'm gonna do number 19. He's an
Uh-huh.
expert judge of time and circumstances because he only killed every usher like when it was the right time. Otherwise, he wouldn't like kill them at all. So like he has to know like when it's the right time.
Yes. Wonderful.
Can
So
I
yes.
go, Mataji?
So, with respect to Shishupal, he happened to wait, right? He happened to wait for Shishupal. I mean, he was given a chance to blaspheme. Yeah. Okay, 1 second.
Can I
Who? I think somebody. Yeah. Who raised? Is it Krishna?
Saina. No, Saina.
Saina. Okay, Saina. Go ahead. After that, it is.
Should go after Saina.
Yeah, you can go Moksha after Saina. Then we have Samskriti and Krishna. We have so many of you all excited to share your pastime. Saina, go ahead, dear.
Okay, Mataji.
I really
So,
want to come with you.
you.
Fine.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So I wanted to do 59. He gives salvation to the enemies he kills. So so he kills like Bakasura and Agasura, like the bird. He broke his beak, but he ended up giving salvation to him. And Aghasura, the snake, when he killed him, and all the coward boys went in his stomach, he gave salvation to him. And like Putana, he gave her salvation in the spot of his mother, so he gives salvation to all the demons and enemies.
Such merciful Krishna, right? He gives salvation to the enemies that he kills. This is the mercy of Krishna. This is what we should learn, right? I mean, the thing is, he never treats anybody as a enemy, for that matter. He gives them also a chance, and that way he's just looking at all the good qualities in them, taking away the sins, and giving them salvation by liberating them. So this is something that we can learn in terms of not having any enemies, and then being very forgiving, right? If somebody does something, it is due to the ignorance. People do something, it's by their ignorance they are doing something wrong. So we should definitely have that forgiving tendency. Otherwise, what happens, our heart is corrupted with so many bad things, and that actually creates disturbance to us also. Peace of mind goes away. So we should not indulge in such kind of activities. Okay, Moksha, go ahead, dear.
Okay, I want to do 1 minute. Where is that?
Moksha, are you on?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know if I did this yesterday, but I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do popular, which is on number 44. Krishna left the village of Vrindavan, and then
Moksha, we are not able to hear you, dear.
and can you hear me now?
Yes, dear. Go
now we
ahead.
can hear you.
Mataji, I think she was thinking.
Oh, really? Okay.
And then the whole Vrindavan, what like the whole Vrindavan knew Krishna, so they all missed Krishna. I'm done.
Okay. Thank you so much, Moksha. Thank you so much. And now we can go to the people on the list here who's raised their hands. Samskriti, go ahead.
I was gonna say about I said this yesterday, but I was gonna say on strong, where like Krishna lifted the Govardhan hill, and he was like really strong when he did that.
Yes, yes. Wonderful. Yes, being a 7-year-old boy with this little thumb, who can do that act except Krishna? All right, Mukund, go ahead.
Yes, Mataji.
Mataji, he was not 1 year. He was like 6 years old.
No, 7 years. I said 7 years. Not one. I said Mukund.
Okay.
And I'll give you a chance as also, okay? Don't worry. And Sanvi, you did it right, so you can put your hand down. Sanvi, did you go?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can put your hand down if you went already. Okay, thank you. Mukund, go ahead, dear.
Yes, Mataji. Mataji, I wanted to talk about.
You're on mute, I think, Mukund.
Mataji, I'm on mute.
Mataji, I can hear him. It's just really low.
Mataji, can you hear me?
Yeah, now it's good.
Okay. I wanted to talk about the fifth quality, strong. That Krishna lifted the Govardhan hill.
You come little closer. We are not able to hear you really good.
He lifted the whole Govardhan hill with his little finger on his left hand, and he killed so many demons.
Yes, yes. Good job, dear Mukund. Okay, now it's Samskriti.
Mataji, Samskriti just went.
No, Samskriti did not, I think. Okay, Kavya, go ahead.
I'm going to do the 63
Okay.
63 quality.
Yes.
When Krishna plays the flute, the gopis will be attractive to it and then come near it.
Yes. Kavya, you meant to say that the gopis are, I mean, Krishna is always surrounded by his beautiful gopis, always surrounded by devotees. Is that what you mean to say? I'm not able to hear you. Thank you, dear. Prahlad?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Now it's better. Is that what you were trying to say?
No. I didn't talk. This is like my first time.
Prahlad, right?
Wait. Oh, wait. Is it the other Prahlad?
Yeah, you can say Prahlad, whatever you wanted to say.
Yeah.
You have raised your hand.
Yeah, I did. Okay. So the quality I chose was quality 11, highly learned. And the second I mentioned was like he was highly learned in Sandipani Muni's ashram. He like everything in 64 days. And he was like very he was learned.
Correct. Absolutely. Wonderful. Yes, he's teaching us that learning is very important. And that is why he went to Gurukul and learned it from Sandipani Muni, all the 64 arts in 64 days. Wonderful job, dear Prahlad. Thank you for that information. Okay, and now whoever has done it, lower your hand, okay, please. Subhadra, go ahead.
Okay, Mataji. I actually wanted to do the. I really wanted to do the 59th quality.
Uh-huh.
So actually, Krishna killed Kanks one time.
Uh-huh.
I saw Krishna kill Kanks in the battlefield
Yes.
with Balaram, his brother. And but first they killed 2 demons, and then they just killed yeah. Then they killed Kunks after killing all the demons. Kunks was getting tired, so he standed in the battlefield and fight with Krishna, only with Krishna, and then Krishna made Kunks die. So Krishna just killed Kunks.
Thank you, Subhadra. Wonderful.
And then Krishna like was shining, and everyone was like yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you. All right. Next, it's Karthik.
I
Karthik?
want to say number 39 about Sudama.
Uh-huh.
Sudama did not even ask what he wanted to Krishna. He just stayed silent, and Krishna just gave it without Sudama asking what he wanted.
Wonderful. Thank you. Wonderful point. We don't have to ask Krishna, I want this, I want that. Nothing. Krishna knows what's in our heart. Raghav, beautiful listening. Do you like the session? So far, so good? Raghav? I don't know. I don't think he's hearing me. Anyways, no problem. Okay, let's go to our next participant. Arush.
Yes, Mataji. I was going to say about number 15, because when Jarasandh, he attacked about 18 times. On the 18th time, he thought he is very clever, because he knew that it's not safe anymore for the Mathura Vasis to stay in Mathura anymore, so he created Dwarka.
Yes, he created Dwaraka. Wonderful point, Arush. Thank you so much. Okay.
Mataji, I don't know if it was a lag, but like you said, a wonderful point after a few seconds he said, which is like, I think it was a lag or something.
Maybe, dear, maybe. No, I was waiting for him to complete and see if there was, because I didn't want to interrupt. So I gave a pause.
Okay.
All right. And now Varun. Okay, I'll just go with, oh, I'm on mute. Rai Prahlad.
We can hear you.
Mataji, we could hear you the whole time. Maybe your mic was muted on your computer, some
Okay, so
icon.
yeah, Varun is going to speak now.
Can I talk about number 9? He talks pleasingly. He like when Krishna Yashoda, when he ate dirt, he
when Krishna ate dirt, he was like, oh, I didn't do this, and then like it was like really sweet when like Krishna did that. And then another time is when Krishna, when he goes to steal butter when he was young, he would always say, no, he saw his reflection in a pot, and then he said, no, that boy stole it, and then it wasn't me, but he didn't know that it was just his own reflection.
That's so nice, Varun. Yes, he didn't know that it was his own trip. He knows it, but then he.
Mataji, that wasn't actually a true pastime. That wasn't like the little Krishna cartoon. There was a small joke over there in the beginning. So, yeah.
Yeah, anything is okay, Suraj, as long as you have something to share about Krishna. It's just we are having some fun time here because we learned so many qualities, and it's very difficult for all of you all to remember all the pastimes, okay, connected to the story. So whatever you know, whatever you have seen, even in the Krishna cartoon, whatever, it's good to share, right? So that's fine. And Rai Prahlad?
Because I was afraid of like fake sources. Because like I don't think I've heard in the Bhagavatam that that happened. So
Mataji, can Balavinda say the Damodar story? Mataji, can Rai Prahlad say?
Yeah, Rai Prahlad, that's been waiting for a long time, Balavrinda. So after Rai Prahlad, you can go, okay?
Mataji, I wanted to speak of 59. He gives salvation to the enemies he kills. One of the examples that I was thinking about is when he killed Shishupal or Bakasur or Agasur. He gives salvation to them, and also when they were trying to kill him, he gave salvation. And Hi Krishna.
Mataji, we can't hear you. You're muted.
Yeah. You're muted.
Oh, yes, I'm muted. I'm muted and talking. Okay, thank you, Rai Prahlad.
Thank you,
Give over to you. Okay, whoever has said it, please just lower your hands.
Mataji, I did not say.
Yeah, Balavrinda, go ahead, dear.
Okay, I wanted to say that
What quality you're talking there?
I'm talking about extremely pleasing.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say the Damodar story. So what happened in the Damodar story is like when Yashoda was trying to catch Krishna. Krishna was saying, "No, Ma, I did not do mistake." And then he went to a place where they can go, and then the lady asked him to say.
No, that's not. You just say that he was so pleasingly telling to his mom.
He was like saying so pleasingly to his mom that I did not do this, I did not do this.
Yeah, come.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Balavrinda, for your beautiful, wonderful narration. All right, I'm going to
Krishna say?
Krishna. Yeah, go ahead, Krishna.
Okay, so I want to tell one heroic. So he killed Dhenukasura, like he killed Dhenukasura, like just throwing him, swirling, throwing it like being heroic, and like and Govardhan Hill, like when he lifted Govardhan Hill for 7 days, even when he was 7 years old,
with his pinky.
Yeah, that's so cute. All right. Thank you, dear Krishna. Ojasvi?
What's that noise?
Go ahead, dear Ojasvi. I don't know, some disturbance. So we go to Subhadra Giridhari and then come back.
I can't hear you.
Mataji, her mic is not working properly.
Yeah, some noise is coming. She has to maybe switch a device. Subhadra and Giridhari. Giridhar, go ahead. I love your costume as usual.
Yes, Mataji. I'm doing the oh yeah, a chapter of liberating souls. Wait, I didn't know that story. Okay, can I think, Mataji, for a second?
No problem.
Okay,
And
thank-
anybody else wants to go in between?
Yes, you can do it, Mataji. Anybody can go. Wait, I need to think first.
Okay, see, I'm going to share a pastime of Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, so we can go ahead and see. And in between, if we have time, Giridhar, you can go ahead, okay?
Okay, Mataji.
Could Pranav say one of his favorite qualities?
Yeah, go ahead, Pranav.
Krishna is ever youthful, which means that he may change ages, but he always looks like a 16-year-old. Like in the Mahabharata, I think he was 120 years old, but yet he still looks like a 16-year-old.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, Pranav. All right, anybody else wants to say anything else? Aditya, do you want to say your realization? Aditya? Okay, maybe he's not here. Okay, no problem. So we will get started with our storytelling session. So it's about Ratha Yatra, right? So we need to understand the pastime of Balaram and Jagannath, Baladev and Subhadra. So let's see what we can get covered. Okay, I have a lot of slides, but based on our time, we will see how it all works out. Krishna and Balaram, they enacted their childhood pastimes in Vrindavan and captivated the hearts of the residents there. So much so that they could not bear even a moment of separation from the divine brothers. More than a decade passed as Krishna performed his three pastimes with the Vrajavasis. What happened was Akrura, who is the minister of cruel Kamsa, he actually came to Vrindavan and he took Krishna and Balaram to Mathura, leaving the tender hearts of the residents of Vrindavan devastated, meaning they felt so bad. Of course, that separation was something that the gopis, the Brajavasis could not tolerate, of Krishna and Balaram leaving Vrindavan. Krishna and Balaram, they happened to stay in Mathura for some years, and later they made their headquarters to be Dwaraka. After several decades, on a day of solar eclipse, what happened? Krishna and Balaram, along with their sister Subhadra, they came on a pilgrimage place of Kurukshetra to have a holy bath. They came on the royal chariots, accompanied by many soldiers and other royal paraphernalia. These residents of Vrindavan came to Kurukshetra and saw Krishna there. So now what happened was, on account of the solar eclipse, Krishna and Balarama along with Subhadra, they happened to come to Kurukshetra to take a holy bath. On this occasion, we also see that the Vrajavasis came to Kurukshetra to see Krishna there.
Hare Krishna Mataji, this is Ojasvi. I joined from another device. Can I just quickly tell
No, dear, we have to complete this, and then I said Giridhari will also be doing it at the end. Okay, I'll give you like 5 minutes time for you both to do. Okay.
Okay, Mataji.
Otherwise, what happens is the continuation is lost. Nothing more than that. Okay. We are going through a pastime, Jagannath and Baladev Subhadra. So just for us to have the continuity, we will have this at the end. Okay. Although the sight of Krishna was as if their lives were revived, they simultaneously felt separation even at the time of reunion. So what happened? Even though they are able to see Krishna, they are able to see the separation at that point in time. Why? The reason being that every relationship has an inner mood that forms the basis of such bonding, and that mood often demands a particular ambience and even outfits. The residents of Vrindavan were accustomed to see Krishna as a simple cowherd boy holding a flute in his hand. They could not appreciate his form of their beloved as a royal prince of the kingly order. So how are they used to seeing Krishna? They are used to seeing Krishna holding a flute as a cowherd boy, simple cowherd boy. There is no, Krishna doesn't look like a royal king there. He is always like a cowherd boy, and he always had flute in his hand. And that is how they are able to perceive the form of Krishna. And now, looking at this form, the royal prince of the kingly order, they did not appreciate that form. Desiring to have this association again in his charming form of Gopal, they pulled the chariots of Krishna, Balaram, and Subhadra within their hearts towards Vrindavan. So they really wanted Krishna, Balaram, and Subhadra to come to the Vrindavan, and because of that, what did they do? They started to pull the chariots of the three within their hearts. Just within their hearts, they happened to pull the charts towards Vrindavan. This earnest invitation that the residents of Vrindavan offered to Krishna, Balaram, and Subhadra to Vrindavan later turned out to be the grandest and the most popular event on this planet called Jagannath Yatra. So this is how it became very famous. So do you all understand how this event actually started? This actually started because when all of them, the Vrajavasis, happened to meet Krishna in the Kurukshetra, what happened? They happened to see Krishna in a kingly form, kingly order, as a royal prince, and they could not behold that form. They said, you know, we are used to seeing you in this beautiful cowherd boy form and holding a flute. And now this form, it is not at all convincing for us, and we are not able to behold this form of yours, Krishna. So in order to have the association of Lord Krishna in a charming form of Gopal, they happened to pull the chariots of Krishna, Baladev, Subhadra within the hearts towards Vrindavan. So this is how all this, this is how Jagannath Ratha Yatra became a most popular event. This later turned out to be the Jagannath Ratha Yatra. Are you all clear so far?
Yes,
Mataji,
Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Abhishek.
Sorry, Mataji. I helped my mom finding the house key, and I heard you guys were talking about you know, your favorite like stories from past time. Can I just share one, Mataji?
Yes, I'll give you time at the end if you don't mind. So we
Okay.
can definitely go over the pastimes that you all have to share. Ojasvi, Abhishek, and who else? Shubhadra, Giridhari, right? I'm thinking you can go ahead, Abhishek. Maybe after this I can start. No problem. Go ahead, Abhishek.
Thank you, Mataji. I remember. I don't know the quality, Mataji, but I remember this beautiful story, which states like actually a farmer and a wife were actually like two sellers, and Krishna was the friend of the farmer, and he came. I'm not sure. So the wife actually loved Krishna in sense like he's a pure devotee of Krishna. And when Krishna came, she gave mostly all of her fruits. She, by looking at him, he just peeled like the fruit skin and he gave it and threw the fruit away. Like that's how much affection she had for Krishna. And she was looking at him all the time without even blinking. And they were the gopis inside, they were actually like cursing Brahma. Why have you made our eyes blink? Even like to stop seeing Krishna for that second. I love that story, Mataji.
Yes, that comes in the 61st
Yes.
performer of wonderful childhood pastimes of Krishna. That is where it comes, the interaction with the fruit seller and how the gopis of Vrindavan, they didn't even want to blink because that was creating sort of disturbance. to them looking at the beautiful face of Lord Krishna, right? Wonderful, wonderful realization. Ojasvi, go ahead.
Yes, Mataji. So I actually had 3 things. I'm going to tell 2 things tomorrow. So I wanted to tell about Krishna's attractive fruit. I mean, all opulent, the 48 quality. It's not like my favorite point. I just remember this point that if you want to call someone Bhagavan, which is Lord Krishna, they have to have 6 qualities. They have to have 6 opulences. Then you can call them Bhagavan. It is knowledge, wealth, fame, strength, beauty, and I think renunciation.
Yes. Thank you, dear Ojasvi.
Thank you,
Okay.
Mataji.
All right. So we can get started with our story again. All right. So now Krishna, we all know when he came to Dwaraka, what happened and how did he feel? That is something that is illustrated in this slide. Krishna, he had so much love for the residents of Vrindavan that even in Dwaraka, in the middle of the night, he would sometimes call the names of the cowherd boys or cows, or of Srimati Radharani and the gopis, or of his mother, father, Nanda and Yashoda. That much affection he has, Krishna. He see in the middle of the night, if somebody remembers somebody else, that shows how much deep affection they are in, right? Sometimes he would be so overwhelmed with ecstatic love for the residents of Vrindavan that he would not even eat or sleep. It was a mystery to the residents of Dwaraka. Who are these special people that Krishna is thinking about? What is this special place called Vrindavan? What happened when Krishna was there in his childhood that makes him so attached to them and Vrindavan? What is that? We need to definitely understand. So we all can see the imagine, right? Imagine the situation where when Krishna was sleeping, in the middle of the night, he calls out the names of the Vrajavasis. He says Radharani, or he says Nandama, Yashodapa, and then he calls out the names of the gopis. So sometimes these the Mathuravasis, they are wondering, what is this going on? Dwarkavasis, they are like, what is this going on with Krishna? Who are these people he is calling out? And what is the mystery of Vrindavan? Where is the special place Vrindavan? What happened to Krishna? What were some of the things that happened because of which he is so attached to the Vrajavasis? So he wants to know all of them. I mean, these people of Dwaraka, they are interested in knowing all of them. And then one person in Dwaraka had been present in Vrindavan for Krishna's childhood pastimes. So who's her? That is Rohini Devi, the mother of Balaram. She was there, right, present in Vrindavan when Krishna's childhood pastimes were taking place. Like Devaki, she's also wife of Vasudev. But with all the atrocities being committed by King Kamsa, Vasudeva had arranged for her to stay in Vraja with Nanda and Yashoda, who were relatives and family friends. By the arrangement of Yogamaya, what had happened? Balaram had been transferred from the womb of Devaki in Mathura to the womb of Rohini in Vrindavan, and Rohini had been present for all of Balaram's and Krishna's childhood pastimes. Wanting to hear about Krishna's pastimes in Vrindavan, the residents of Dwaraka asked. What did they ask? Who are these special people? Special people meaning, who are these Vrajavasis? What is the special place Vrindavan? And they asked to Rohini Mata because Rohini Mata was there witnessing the pastimes of Krishna in Vrindavan. And we all know the story of how Balaram was transferred to the womb of Rohini from the womb of Devaki, right? That pastime also we know. And these Dwarakavasis were interested to know about Krishna's childhood pastimes in Vrindavan, and they also wanted to know who these special Vrajavasis were, who are these special people, and what about this place Vrindavan. And then Rohini Mata said, wait a minute, I'm going to tell you, but nobody should disturb me while I'm speaking this katha. Nobody should bother me or nobody should disturb me. That is the only condition I have. So this was what was proposed by Rohini Mata. So now what happened was all of them, they assembled in the large hall in Dwaraka, and Subhadra was posted here at the door to make sure that nobody entered. So what we can do is we can have somebody here like Subhadra to make sure that nobody is able to enter through this door. But she also wanted to hear about Krishna's pastimes in Vrindavan. So what did she do? She put her ears into the door and started to listen to the pastimes, because she was on the other side of the door, making sure that none of them were able to enter through the door. And obviously she also wanted to hear the pastimes of the Lord, and that's why what did she do? She kind of put her ears over the door just to hear the pastimes. And hearing the pastimes, what happened? She became ecstatic, and because of that ecstasy, her eyes opened wide, and then her mouth smiled very broadly. Her limbs, it withdrew into her body. So this is what happened with her. All ecstatic symptoms were seen. What were the ecstatic symptoms? Her eyes became wide, and then her mouth, broad smile happened to her, and then the limbs were withdrew into the body of her. She assumed the features that we see today in the deity of Subhadra. As you all can see, the middle one is the deity of Subhadra. We can see the big eyes, the broad smile, and all the limbs being withdrew into her body. So this is what is the reason why we are able to see such a form of Subhadra. Then Krishna and Balaram, they happened to come, and they saw Subhadra with her ear to the door.
Wait, Mataji, I have a question.
Yes, Aditya.
Well, usually when you become ecstatic, that doesn't happen to you. So why did it happen in that specific time?
These are bodily ecstatic symptoms that are seen, and this happens in the after
Was
the
it just
stage.
for people then?
No. It is this. There are various stages of ecstasy. Okay, and when once you are in the stage of prema and above prema, also there are so many stages. And the Subhadrama, Balaram, and Krishna, obviously they are all above the stage of prema, right? I mean, they obviously he's the Lord himself, and we can see that these don't happen to ordinary people like us, but who are so elevated and advanced. And obviously we see that Balaram, Subhadra, and Krishna are transcendental themselves. They are so spiritual. So obviously they can see, if you look at Radharani, she is Anubhav. She has a Mahabhav. She exhibits the symptoms of Mahabhav. And those are all some things that as human beings we cannot experience. So such kind of ecstatic symptoms is very rare, and it's not experienced by people. In our stage, in the sadhaka stage, it's not possible to experience those. Okay. Hello,
Okay,
Aditya, did it answer?
Yeah.
Okay, so now what happened? An interesting point came where Krishna and Balaram, they came and saw Subhadra with her ear to the door and with those ecstatic features. And they thought, let us also hear what is being said inside. So they also put their ears to the door and they started to hear the pastimes. They too became ecstatic and assumed their particular features, with the limbs withdrawn, eyes open, eyes wide open, their mouths in broad smiles. So this is how the lordships came to assume these special forms. So we all know the body of Krishna, Balaram, and Subhadra. They're all spiritual, and so even though their limbs are withdrew, all the senses they still have their spiritual senses working. Okay, but due to the ecstasy, everything was withdrawn into the body. The limbs were withdrawn into the body. Okay, and this is what happened because Krishna and Balaram also heard these pastimes. They also went into ecstasy because they are hearing about Vrajavasis. Whenever Krishna hears about Vrajavasis, he has a special affection for them, and because of that affection, he was able to exhibit that ecstatic symptoms. Now, after Stana Yatra, what happens? Lord Jagannath, he retires for 15 days, during which what happens? Lakshmi serves him day and night. In particular, she actually prepares various medicinal beverages represented by fruit juices to help him recover from his illness. So this is what happens, that Snana Yatra happens, right? Where the deities are given bath, And after that, Jagannath actually retires for 15 days. He takes rest. And during that period of rest, Lakshmi actually serves him day and night. She prepares various medicinal beverages, fruit juices to help him recover from that illness. And after 2 weeks, what happened? Jagannath feels better and he feels the separation from his other devotees. So he is asking Lakshmi Mata, goddess of fortune, she is asking permission to her to say, I want to go and see my devotees. So he embarks on a journey in another chariot. One second. So he embarks on a journey in a chariot to see them. So when he doesn't come back after 3 or 4 days, what happens? What happens to her? Lakshmi Devi, she definitely becomes restless and impatient. So because obviously she served him for like 15 days and now he's gone to meet his devotees and he doesn't come back after 3-4 days, she starts to get restless and impatient. And just imagine the situation. Lakshmi serves him his hand and food for 2 weeks. He says that he wants to go out for the afternoon to see the other devotees. The days pass, but he doesn't come home. So he exhibits extraordinary type of jealous and pride and anger. That is transcendental, not like our mundane jealousy, pride or anger. And with all the opulence, she proceeds with her maidservants in procession to Sundarachala to bring back Lord Jagannath. So we'll also see about this place very soon in the next slides. Okay. So now you all have to imagine the situation where Lakshmi Mata, she has been serving Lord Jagannath for 2 weeks, after which he says, I want to go and meet my other devotees. And Lakshmi Mata, she agrees to that, hoping that Jagannath would come back to her after 2 or 3 days. But after 4 days also, he never returns back. And now because of that, she's exhibiting this transcendental anger, pride, jealousy, and with all her opulence, she's the goddess of fortune, right? So with all the opulence, she proceeds with her maidservants in procession to Sundarachala to bring back Lord Jagannath. And let's see what happens. Now, there is also a connection to this in Snana Yatra in ISKCON of Dwaraka specifically. What happens is the deities are kept away from public view for 15 days. And during these 15 days, regular activities of temples are suspended and Lord Jagannath is not available. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also had this feeling of separation when Jagannath was not there, seen in the temple. It is believed that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Jagannath instructed Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself for the ceremony. During these 15 days, all the deities are kept in where a special Sikh room, and this Sikh room is called Ratan Vedi. It is present in the temple usually. So there is a special room in ISKCON of Dwaraka, special Sikh room where the deities are kept for that 15-day period. The 15-day time period is also called Anabhasarakal, which means improper time of worshipping. In this time period, all the youngsters, what do? They restore, repaint, decorate all the deities. And on the 16th day, that is when the deities are brought to the public view. Okay, this is what happens. And Gaudiya Vaishnava founder Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu lived and performed many of his pastimes in Jagannath Puri and personally participated in Lord Jagannath's pastimes. We also know about Srila Prabhupada. He was attracted to the forms of Jagannath, Baladev and Subhadra, and he had his father build a small Ratha Yatra cart for him, and he and his friends could hold their own festival. That was very notable by Srila Prabhupada. He happened to ask his father for building up a small Ratha Yatra cart, and he used to pull that cart along with his friends and celebrated that as a own festival. In 1976, ISKCON held the Ratha Yatra festival outside India along the streets of San Francisco. Since Ratha Yatra is held on the main streets of most major cities since then, many of the major cities in the world, they happen to celebrate Ratha Yatra. And some cities organize Ratha Yatra with 3 separate chariots as in Jagannath Puri, but in other cities, Jagannath, Baladev and Subhadra sit together in the same chariot. So if you look at it in Jagannath Puri, there are 3 separate chariots, one for Jagannath, one for Baladev and one for Subhadra. But if you look at it, at least here, we went to Berkeley, And Berkeley usually conducts the Rath Yatra. This time it was held near the Berkeley temple itself. And we happened to pull the carts, and all the deities were there in the same chariot. So this was the case. But in Jagannath Puri, it is special, of course, right? They are seen in 3 separate chariots. Now what happened? Let's see. Now Lakshmi Devi, we all remember that story, right? Where Lakshmi Devi, she was so bothered by the fact that Jagannath did not return after 3 or 4 days. So she happened to go with her own set of maidservants to go and bring back Lord Jagannath. So Ratha Yatra, it begins at the Jagannath temple in Neelachal and it proceeds to Gundicha temple in Sundarachala. So that is where it proceeds to. Neelachala, it represents what? Dwaraka, that is where Krishna lives as a king and is worshipped in opulence, and Sundarachala, it actually represents Vrindavan. So the point is that Vrindavan Vasis, what did they do? They happened to pull the charts of Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra from Dwaraka to Vrindavan in their hearts. So now we have to have the same representation of Jagannath, Baladev and Subhadra, right? And now we have Neelachal representing Dwaraka, which is and the chariot is pulled from Neelachal towards Gundicha temple in Sundarachala. So this Gundicha temple represents Vrindavan. So the chariot is pulled from Dwaraka to Vrindavan, like how it was felt on the hearts of the Vrajavasis. So now Sundarachal represents Vrindavan, where Krishna is loved as a cowherd boy, the son of Nanda and Yashoda. Because obviously Vrindavan Vasis, they were not able to see the opulent form of Lord Krishna. Krishna in the kingly form was something that they could not behold, and they wanted to see Krishna in their original Gopal form, in their original cowherd boy form. And that is why they actually created a chariot in the heart and pulled it from Dwaraka to Vrindavan in their hearts. And during this year, what happens? The Gundicha temple is, it is named after the wife of Indradyumna. This Gundicha temple is empty and naturally dust and dirt accumulate. So if you look at the temples in India, most of them, they have an open architecture. Because of that open architecture, there is a lot of dust accumulation could happen very fast. So the day before Ratha Yatra, Gundicha Marjina, on that day, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates would thoroughly clean the Gundicha temple. As described in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Mahaprabhu would gather thousands of men and together they will clean the temple. Nicely, they will clean the temple because the day before Ratha Yatra, because that the day after Ratha Yatra, the Jagannath will come to Gundicha temple, right? So they want to clean that temple before Jagannath actually comes to the temple. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with thousands of men, they would gather and clean the temple, and they use thousands of brooms. They would sweep it twice. They would wash it with thousands and thousands of pots of water, right? They didn't have hoses before. It was just pots of water with which they would wash the temple. And they would fill thousands of pots of water, wash the temple inside and out, just to make sure that the temple is fit for the Lord. And then what happened? So after 5 days, after Ratha Yatra, when Lord Jagannath does not return, the goddess of fortune comes out in full force with her maidservant and marches on the Gundicha temple. That is what we saw. Her maidservants, what do? They arrest the servants of Lord Jagannath and bring them before her. They bed the Ratha cart with sticks and treat the servants like thieves, ridiculing and abusing them. What is wrong with your master? He has abandoned the goddess of fortune for the sake of a flower garden, a few leaves, fruits and flowers. What do the devotees offer Lord Krishna? Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. So he has gone after those devotees who offered them anything with love and devotion. And these people, who are the maidservants of Lakshmi Devi, they start ridiculing and abusing all the servants of Lord Jagannath. What is wrong with your master? Where has he gone? Why has he left the opulent goddess of fortune just for the sake of flower, fruits, and few leaves? What is wrong with him? You have to bring them back before the goddess of fortune. This is what they go and complain to the servants of Jagannath. And then the servants respond and say, okay, we will bring him. Don't worry. Whatever you say, tomorrow we shall bring him. Please bear with us. Like that, they happen to say to the servants of to the servants of who? Goddess
Lakshmi
of Lakshmi Devi. Yes. And then, thus pacified, Lakshmi returns to her abode, and Lord Jagannath eventually comes, not the next day, but 4 days later in return Ratha Yatra, in the return Ratha Yatra. So when he doesn't come to her immediately, but then he comes 4 days later in the return of Ratha Yatra. So this is what happens. So we saw this beautiful pastime of Jagannath and Baladev and Subhadra, right? It is time for question and answer session. Let's do some question and answers if all of you are ready. Can we do question and answer session?
Yes,
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, thank
Yes,
you.
Mataji.
Mataji, what is the time?
Yeah, we have 4 minutes, dear.
Okay, Mataji.
Okay, so what happened? Can you tell me this initial slides that I talked about where Krishna and Balaram, what happened to them? Who was the one who actually took Krishna, Balaram and Krishna and Balaram from Vrindavan to Dwaraka? Who was that person who took?
Akrura.
Kamsa's chief.
Yeah, Kamsa.
Akrura, like he was a messenger. Like he.
Correct, Aditya, and correct
Akrura, the
others.
minister of Kansa, took it.
I only told first.
Okay, so now, so what happened in the field of Kurukshetra? Did the Vrajavasis enjoy looking at Krishna? Why did Krishna go there? Please
He went there to take a holy bath.
Kamsa.
Let's
Rajavasis
just
didn't like him in the roop of a king. They wanted him in a roop of a
can we all mute, please? Can we all mute? See, Krishna, one thing he doesn't like is he doesn't like if we are talking chaotically. See, wherever Krishna's pastimes happen, discussing Krishna Katha happens, Krishna comes to that place. But if it is so noisy, he cannot understand, right? So let's make sure that Krishna also understands it very well. So for that reason, we will have our hands raised, and whoever I call and pick, they can answer, okay? That way everybody will be given and there will be no, what do you call it? There's no talking over, okay?
Wait, and
All right.
Mataji, after you calling us, should we put our hands down?
Yes, after you say, because we'll give chance to others, okay? And now I'm going to go with Sanvi. Go ahead, dear.
What's the question?
Okay, Arush, go ahead.
Wait, Mataji, I asked what's the question.
Yes, dear, we have only 2 minutes. So whoever was listening can say.
Can I say, Mataji? I was listening.
Mataji, what's the question?
Yes, the question is, what was the discussion on Kurukshetra? What happened? What was the mood of the Vrajavasis?
Can
So,
I say, Mataji?
Okay, it is Arush. Arush is going to say. Thank you.
They were not happy to see Krishna in his Dwarkadish form, but they wanted him in his Gopal form.
Correct. They wanted to see him in the Gopal form because that is the form they admire, and the other form of Krishna, who's in the kingly form, that with a lot of opulence and royal order, is something that they do not enjoy, right? And that is when, what did they do? As a result, what did they capture in their hearts? Mukund, go ahead.
They were still in the mood
Okay, I cannot hear you, dear Mukund.
They were still in the mood of separation with Krishna.
Yes, they were there in the mood of separation with Krishna. And what did they do? What did they feel in their hearts, and what was captured in the hearts? Sanvi.
That Krishna, they captured like Krishna with Balaram and Subhadra in their hearts and on a rath.
Correct. Wonderful. Where did they pull the rath?
Pulling the rug.
So they pulled the rath. Can I answer, Mataji?
Yes, Saina, go ahead.
My picture.
So they pulled the rath in their. Can you stop? Whoever.
My picture.
So they pulled the rug in their heart. So they were in the mood of separation with Krishna. So they pulled the rug. They were like, they wanted him back to Vrindavana. They wanted him back to Vrindavana. So they put the rath in his heart, and they started like dragging the rath, imaginary rath in their heart.
Wonderful, Saina. Who is
Mataji,
this?
I have one question.
Why
This
is?
5 minutes craft है देख
Mataji, I have a question.
Yeah,
Why-
yeah.
Why?
hot glue gun का
What
भाई
is the
Hare
story
Krishna,
behind
Mataji.
God coming back?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Go ahead, Mataji.
Radhika Kasturi Mataji, I'm so sorry. It's 7.
Yeah, we can adjourn, Mataji, no problem. So let's do Vancha Kalpa Tarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai, Namacharya Srila Hajidas Thakur ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. And
Radhika Kasturi Mataji ki jai.
thank you, Vrinda Gopika Mataji ki jai.